What's up, you guys? My name is Gunther Oka and welcome to the channel. I'm a professional wakeboarder, water sports enthusiast of all sorts, and also an Axis team athlete. In this video, I want to show you guys how to dial in and fine tune that wakeboard wake on your T220. Let's do it. The T220 came into the line to replace the T22 and is also the little brother of the flagship boat, the T250. The T220 comes in at 21 feet 11 inches with a capacity of 15 people and has a dry weight of 4,850 pounds. The fuel tank is 58 gallons and the ballast comes in right around at 4,200 pounds. Also for reference, we've got the M5 in this boat along with running in about 20 to 25 feet of water with the Power Wedge 3. I want to fill you guys in on the ballast that we're working with in the T220. So what comes internal and stock, essentially our hard tanks, is going to be two 335 pounds for the port and starboard rear tanks. Then as we move into the center, we've got our hard tank that's going to be right around 485 pounds. So we'll add some more on top of that with our plug and play bags. In the rear port and starboard lockers, that holds 550 pounds. And then all the way up in the bow, we've got another 450 pound bag underneath those bow seats. That's a pretty good amount of weight, but I think we can add more, especially to accommodate our expert wakeboarder. The thing with the new, A24, T250, T220, and some of the Malibu lines is that they love a lot of rear weight. So we're gonna kind of help emphasize that, really help accommodate the T220 to shape up this clean wakeboard wake that we're looking for. We're gonna do so by add some extra bags all behind the driver's seat and kind of see where that gets us. As I mentioned before, this boat likes some rear weight. So I'm gonna have to use these lockers right here. The port side is really nice and really deep, and this is gonna accommodate a 450 pound bag. Under the starboard side, we do have the cooler in here, so I'm gonna have to remove it, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Under the starboard side, we're gonna do a 350 pound bag. That 100-pound difference will offset the driver since I'll just be going out with myself and a driver. I'm gonna take my 350 bag and drop it on the starboard side, and I'm gonna keep it kind of pulled back closer to the rear plug and play bags. And then the 450 pound bag is gonna go in this port locker and kind of just back up in this really nice deep compartment right here. Before we go hit the water for our wakeboard session, I am gonna grab a couple bags of lead. I can hide them really nicely under the skybox seat, which will help contribute to that rear weight. If I need to, I can pull them forward, place them in the walkway or along the port and starboard side. We got the lead and we got our boards. Now we're gonna head out onto the lake, fill everything, show you guys the breakdown of how that happens, and then we shred. We're out on the lake now, and we're gonna start our session off by filling all the ballast and utilizing the touchscreen to set up our wake and wave settings. Now that we've got our internal tanks filling, we're gonna add that extra weight with the Sumo sacks. All right, we've got our Sumo Max bag in the locker, and we're gonna use the Sumo Max Flow pump. These are made by Liquid Force. I highly recommend them. They're super fast and super efficient, and also they've got a check valves to avoid spilling water everywhere. While we're filling, we wanna make sure that we're kind of burping our bags, which is letting that extra air out so that way we maximize the amount of water that goes in there. The 450 fits really nice in that port locker. Now we're gonna move to the starboard and fill that bag. We're gonna attach the Connect here on the port side, and then just repeat the process. Our internal ballast, our plug and play bags, they're all full, ready to roll. So before we hit the water for wakeboarding, I wanna give you guys the full ballast run through that we're working with. We've got all the internal hard tanks full. We've got our rear plug and plays full. We've got our two Sumo sacks underneath these sun deck seats. Underneath the pull-out seat, we've got 100 pounds of lead close to the port side. We've got 150 pounds of lead here up in the walkway, and then I've added just a smidge into that bow bag, almost breaking my own rule, but just enough to level out the boat, and the wake is looking really, really nice. Let's go shred. I'm excited for this one. I had a ton of fun setting this thing up to wakeboard on. I was really, really impressed with how good of a wake shaped out of this. I think for all different skill levels, whether you're that beginner rider just starting or that pro level rider looking to take those next level tricks, this boat can really do it all. Don't be afraid as well to play with the ballast setup, play with the speed and your rope length to really find a setup that works best for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big shout out to Tommy's of Orlando for hooking it up with the T220. Hit up your local retailer and find one for yourself. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you on the next one.